Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am loving life freely here on YouTube. I am a full-time reseller on eBay, Mercari. I also do lives on Poshmark with kids clothes. And for those of you who are on Whatnot and enjoyed my kids auctions, I am going to be doing some more auctions for kids clothes on Whatnot. So if you are inclined and prefer the Whatnot, I am going to be doing like some smaller price bundles, or not bundles, but lower pricing on Whatnot because the fee is smaller. I'm still doing Poshmark Lives with kids clothes, so don't worry. If you've been joining me on Poshmark Lives, we are still doing them there. But I do have some inventory I want to get through, and so I will be doing lower starts because the fee on Whatnot is so much lower. So if you're inclined to check me out there, please feel free to do that as well. So yeah, I do auctions there. If you are brand new to my channel, I would love to say welcome so much to my channel. We do all kinds of great content on here. And also, if you are brand new to reselling, welcome to the reselling community. During my Poshmark Lives the last few weeks, I have met a lot of people who are brand new to reselling and checking things out on lives through Poshmark. And it has been so fun to meet some brand new resellers, people brand new to Poshmark. It has just been exciting because this is such a great time to be a reseller. So if you are new to the reselling community, I would love to extend a very warm welcome to you. I am thrilled that you are here checking out my video today. This is a great video to start checking videos out on my YouTube channel, the weekly reseller chat. We do have just some basic context this week that we're going to be talking about. It is going to be a smaller video today, but let's first dive into how things are going here. I'm going to grab my drink. If you are new to my channel, I usually almost always have a drink with me when I'm doing videos because for some reason my throat gets dry and I tend to start choking, so I always try to have a drink with me. So anyway, things have been good this week. It has been an unusual week and a half for me because our son who's been living with us, he is 26 going on 27. He moved out here after our daughter's wedding last year. He moved out here with us, has been getting himself established out here, so he's been living with us, and he just got his first place out here, his own place. But about a week ago, his car conked out on him, and he works in Mitchell, which is about 30 minutes from us. So I've been driving him to work during the day, and then Dan's been picking him up at night. And I drove him out today to get him to his new place, and he's going to be taking the next couple of days to kind of get his stuff moved over there. So I've been taking a break in the early afternoon to drive him to work and come back home. So that's a minimum of an hour a drive for me each day, taking him to and from work. So it's been a little bit busier in the afternoons for me, but that is okay. And things are going really well for Dan, and I hear he is working full-time at a job now, so he's doing that full-time, also doing schoolwork, and also doing our garden, and doing listings when he can with our goods. He is keeping me very busy, as well as myself keeping very busy. I am still averaging a minimum of 10 listings a day, except for today. That didn't happen because I was helping my son move, but typically I basically refresh listings on eBay, so still new listings. It was just kind of refreshing things. But yeah, typically I get 10 new listings up a day on the 3 platforms, and getting my YouTube videos up and everything, as well as getting things going for lives and all that. So I do keep very busy. I'm enjoying what I do. As far as you guys, this is the end of the month. Yesterday was the 31st of July, which means that we are starting a new month, y'all. I will have a What's Sold video coming out. I will probably do that for this Saturday's video. And I have a new unboxing for y'all. I may post that Thursday or Friday for y'all. So I might have three videos out this week. I did enjoy doing 3 videos for y'all. I've been averaging about 2 lately just because I have just been so busy with so many different things since I'm doing lives usually 4 to 5 days a week. And now that I'm doing some Whatnot lives again, I will definitely be doing lives 4 to 5 times a week now. With the holidays coming up, I do want to try and vamp Whatnot up because I am getting some more items coming in. Some of those things might be on Whatnot Plus, doing some cheaper lives for kids' clothes. Instead of starting them at $5 like I had been, I'm going to be doing $2 to $3 on Whatnot for kids' clothes. So again, if you are interested in that, feel free to go check that out. I've already got 2 lives. I'm doing one this Thursday, and then I have one scheduled for next Tuesday, and then I will be doing Wednesday and Friday on Poshmark this week. And I'm not sure what next week's schedule for sure is going to be, but yeah, things are doing good, and I was really happy because I actually went back to double check my numbers for July because I was concerned that my numbers were going to be really low. But fortunately, my platforms have started picking up. I think I mentioned to y'all I was planning to take a little bit of a break from reselling, take like a little bit of a holiday, like, you know, you do like a summer vacation. And I mentioned that to my husband last week, and he just kind of looked at me and said, I don't know that that's a good idea. And it wasn't that he didn't want me to take a vacation, but my platforms have started picking up from, you know, the summer slowdown. I had 3/4 of the sales that I told you my sales have really been much better. My sales this month were 3/4 of what my better sales were 2 months ago. So we both agreed that it probably isn't a good time for me to take a week's vacation right now because my platforms have really kind of picked up. My eBay is definitely growing. I sometimes even get 3, 4, 5 sales a day on eBay. I'll sometimes get 2 or 3 sales a day on Poshmark. So I've been averaging, especially depending on what my lives do, I've been averaging anywhere from 2 to 5, 6, 7 sales a day, depending on the different platforms, plus a little bit of Mercari here and there. So we both agreed, especially with the holidays just around the corner, this is not a good time for me to take a holiday break. There are times when I kind of take it easy a little bit on slower days when I'm doing certain things, but I'm not going to take like a break, like a 3 to 5 day break like I talked about, just because things are picking up for me. I don't want that momentum to slow down. With things being in August, people are starting to get ready for the school year. Our kids are already starting in like 2 weeks now here, and I know a lot of people are already saying that their kids are starting in about 2.5 weeks at the end of this month, and then in other states, they're going to be starting literally in about 4 weeks. So this is a great time to really start vamping things up. So the days that I can kind of have a slower day, I'll just take a little bit more of a rest day during that time after I get all my stuff done. But yeah, this is going to be a time, guys, where it's time to start really vamping things up again. So I won't actually be taking like a week off like I had planned. And honestly, my husband and I are not going to take a day away like we planned. We thought about going over to Sioux Falls, but with him working full time now, he got blessed with a job about a week and a half ago here locally, which we were not planning on happening. It was kind of a last minute spur of the moment thing. So he's been blessed with a full time job, and we don't want to take a break because we have some prep work we want to do on our house before winter rolls around. And winter starts kind of peaking its phase, usually the end of September, beginning of October, the temperatures kind of start dropping. So we have about 6 weeks before we start seeing the lower temperatures coming, and we have some prep work on our house we want to do for the winter season. So now is the time for us to start doing that, plus the end of our garden season, a lot going on. So we won't be even taking like a day away. We're just going to push through and get some things done on Saturdays while we can, and start doing prep work on our house for that stuff. So that's personal and business. Things are doing well here. I'm excited about where my platforms are going. Y'all know because I've been continuously listing 10 to 12 items a day, Monday through Friday on eBay. And then the last couple of weeks I've been taking things that are ending and selling similar on eBay, doing that on Saturdays. So yeah, it's been kicking my eBay up. Plus I've had some really good things on eBay that I've been listing. And some of the items I'm trying to get rid of, I've reduced those prices on eBay and Poshmark to try and get rid of some older inventory that just the brands just don't do well for me. So a lot has been going on here, and I'm really excited with to see what the next 4 to 5 months between now and the end of December is going to bring for us. Very excited about that. Okay, so let's talk topics today, guys. I just have a few. And one of these I was going to talk about last week, but I actually totally forgot about it. But let's talk about some things. I talk so fast that I kind of get short of breath. I don't know why. Okay, let me just take a breather here. Okay. Let's see here. I would love to know, I've seen a lot of people talking on videos about death piles. You even see this a lot on Instagram. People talk about death piles. And it's funny because some people kind of joke about how I have a death pile and I'm at the Goodwill store buying stuff. Or they're on YouTube talking about their haul and they talk about how they have a death pile but they're just doing another haul from a Goodwill store or the bins or something. I would love to know in the comments below what a death pile is to you. Because even when you're watching people talk on Instagram or YouTube videos, I have noticed that a death pile is different for some people than others. And what I mean by that is some people think a death pile is like maybe a box of 50 pieces or something that they haven't listed yet. Some people, a death pile is 100 pieces that are sitting waiting for them to list. Other people, a death pile is like 200 items or more sitting in their death pile and they're still at the thrift store sourcing things because they love sourcing so much. I would love to know in the comments below what a death pile is to you. I kind of had a bit of a death pile just because I had, you remember that ThreadUp unboxing that I had? The big, was it 400 pound or 200 pound box you can get for like $400 from ThreadUp. It's the mystery men's, women's, kids thing that you can buy. I think it's like $400. It's like 200 pounds and it's like 4 50-pound boxes. So it's like 200 pounds of clothes. I got that like back in late winter, early spring. Y'all know I've come very close to completely paying for that box. Thank goodness. I did recoup most of my items in that box. But I'm going to tell you, I think I told you about this in the weekly reseller chat last week. 3 carloads full. My trunk and my backseat, my Mustang. 3 carloads full of garbage bag fulls of clothes that were brands that I could not resell because they don't do lives, good on lives, and they don't resell well on platforms. A lot of Forever 21, H&M, just a lot of stuff like that. Things that I just could not resell. That was my death pile, to be honest with you. I do have a lot of kids' clothes that Dan and I sourced while we were out at garage sales this last summer. We got a lot of inventory because we cannot do garage sales around here locally in our surrounding towns during the winter season because it's just too cold for people to do garage sales, obviously. So my husband and I agreed. We picked up a lot of spring, summer, and fall and winter pieces at garage sales. So I have a lot of bags and boxes of inventory between ThreadUp Kids inventory and sourcing at the garage sales, because that gives me a lot of inventory to be able to do through my lives and my platforms through the winter season, so I don't have to go sourcing it at Goodwills and only have to source a ThreadUp box if I need to. I have a lot of stuff I'm going to get through over there and some things in my bins here before I actually have to source a ThreadUp box. So we did that on purpose. So I do have a bulk of kids' clothes in my room, but that's so that we didn't have to source ThreadUp a lot during the holiday seasons, okay? Now, I'm still going to source some kids' clothes if they come in boxes, okay? And I do have that coming, but it's not like a big stuff. Now, once I get through a lot of my, I'm going to do some sales like when I do my Whatnot auctions here coming up. I am going to do some good deals on some summer stuff because my cog is so low I can actually do a good deal on those and still make money. And whatever I do have left that doesn't sell over the next month or two from summer stuff, I will just keep over there until the springtime and then start selling them again. I have plenty of room in there to just hold on to it and then just source it again in like 4 or 5, 6 months for spring pieces. And then my fall and winter stuff I will just bring through. And then if I want to, I can source another kids box through ThreadUp for winter season if I source out a lot of my stuff. Plus, a lot of my stuff I'm actually taking combined pieces that are the same size and actually listing spring and summer on my platforms and some of my fall winter pieces on my platforms. So I am slowly working through that inventory as well as doing it through lives. So I may still source maybe 1 or 2 boxes. We'll have to see how things go with my inventory through ThreadUp depending on how things go. But that is my bulk stuff. Like I said, most of my death pile was from that ThreadUp box. My stuff that I have now, I'm sourcing and picking out the things that I want to do from those Helpsy source boxes, but I don't have a lot left over. I've already listed quite a bit of it, and I think I have maybe 2 weeks worth of inventory, listing 10 to 12 items a day. So I actually have some more inventory coming in. So I really don't have a death pile, so to speak, because again, my kids' clothes is stuff that we bulked up on to get through the winter season for lives and for listing bundle items on my platforms. So it's not really a death pile, so to speak. It's just so that I don't have to worry about sourcing garage sales. I would love to know what a death pile is to you. Is it 50 pieces? Because some people who list part-time or resellers part-time, some people 50 pieces is a lot of pieces. To some people 100 pieces is a lot of pieces. But to some people who list 10, 15, 20 items a day, which some people are doing that, or they're doing lives, even a 200 piece pile is not a death pile to them because they can list that and sell that within a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. So that's not really a big death pile to them. So I'd really love to know again in the comments below what a death pile is to you. And I kind of went through all that to explain to you what I have in my stuff, and I'm really kind of glad I got rid of the rest of the stuff that was in that ThreadUp box. I actually contemplated getting on a smaller box to see what's coming through ThreadUp, to see if I could piece out some things, because the cog is so low on those. But I was recently watching like 2 months ago, a ThreadUp box, the $66 one. And the gal, the stuff that she got in was stuff that I really don't sell. So I'm not really sure if I want to do that, because somebody actually suggested that to me. But I don't know if I want to do that. I'm still really debating that. And of course, if you do the $66 box and you get 25, 30 pieces, your cog is not going to be like around $1. It's going to be more like $1.50, $2 per piece, depending on how many items you get. Now, I haven't finished watching that video from the gal who sourced from the $66 box from ThreadUp. So I will probably finish that video and find out how many pieces she does actually get from that box, see how much she actually lists, to see if it would possibly be worth it for me. I'm just not looking forward to getting a box of even 30 more items and having to send that off to Goodwill too. You know what I mean? So I'm really kind of debating on that. Okay, so death piles. That was our first topic. Hopefully that wasn't long-winded, but I want to explain to you what I have, what my death pile is compared to what I just got rid of. I wanted to explain that to you. Okay, next, Mercari bundling. I was so excited to see this, you guys. I do still list on Mercari because I do still sell things on Mercari. And my Mercari sales, when I sell stuff on Mercari, I usually make really good profit on Mercari, because my cog is always really low on the items that I have listed on Mercari. So anytime I make a sale on there, and their fees are only like 13, 11, 12%, 9%, something like that, and then you have the PayPal fee. So even if it's like 11 or 12% on Mercari, the fee is so low on Mercari. It really is. So even if I sell something for $15 or $20, most of the items that I have listed on there, my cog is between like $3 to $5, $6. Even if it's $8 and it sells for like 15 or 20, I'm still doubling my money, because again, the fee is like $3 by the time you're said and done. So bundle offers. I'm excited about this, and I've done a screen share that I'm going to share with you here right now to show you how Mercari bundles work. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I just want to do a quick thing about the Mercari bundling here. So this is actually, I just pulled it up. You can pull it up on the website. Mercari, I just literally just typed in Mercari bundling. What is a bundle? We all know what bundling is. You can bundle on eBay, you can bundle on Poshmark and other apps, but Mercari bundling, you used to have to in the past, I know because I've done this for other customers, if they like something take one of the items in that listing, add the item that the other item that they like to that listing. You just sell under one listing, delete the other listing. It's a whole thing where you have to do bundling, kind of similar to what happened when they started out doing lives on Poshmark. I wasn't there on doing lives on Poshmark when we had to do this, but it was very similar to bundling on Mercari. You have to just take one of the listings, bring things over to that other listing. But now you literally can just take multiple items from what this is saying. Many different types of items can now be sold together in a bundle. Smaller, lighter weight items work best. Really large, bulky items or fragile items can be difficult to package. Ship safely with other items. Good bundle examples are things like this here. Bundle and get the app to purchase a bundle. And then you basically, like they show here, combine a list of items in a cart. It totals it up for you, and then it deciphers the shipping for you, is my understanding. I have not actually done a bundle offer for anybody since this came out. Like I said, I have done bundles on Mercari in the past, but it has been a while since somebody's requested a bundle. Maybe now that would be a more frequent thing. But I am excited that on Mercari, they do now have bundle offering where you can do two. It says here, 2 to 10 items in your cart from a single seller. Then go to the cart, check out. That's it. You'll have peace of mind knowing that you'll get what you wanted. Shipping and deal and the combined shipping. So it sounds like they actually combine shipping for you, which is really great. All right, guys. So that is bundle shipping on Mercari. Excuse me. Okay, guys. I want to do a screen share on that because not everybody sells on Mercari. If you don't, it is one of the easiest platforms, honestly, to list on. eBay is also really easy to list on once you get the hang of it. eBay is a little bit more involved, and honestly, the only reason why eBay is more involved is because when you're doing your listing, there's more things to click if you want to, and shipping is actually really easy once you know how to do it. Mercari is really easy too, but there's one thing about Mercari. I don't do hard goods on Mercari anymore. All my hard goods, most of my hard goods are on eBay now. But I love Mercari for kids' clothes, shoes, and my regular clothes, because even if it's over £1, I can still, even if it's shoes, I can still send it off in a poly mailer and have it just be FedEx instead of worrying about UPS, because I do not have a local UPS store next to me. But I do have FedEx next to me. In fact, my FedEx box, it typically goes just to my USPS drop-off. And if I actually do need to do a FedEx drop-off, there's a FedEx drop-off literally just down the street from my USPS, which is like a 2-minute drive from my house. So I have FedEx at a drop-off at a dollar store, and I have a FedEx drop-off USPS between like a pound to 2 pounds that I just drop off my USPS items with it. So it works out really well for me. So yes, I still do Mercari, clothes, and sometimes shoes, and obviously jewelry is super inexpensive. But I love the fact that Mercari now offers bundle shipping. So if somebody likes something, like more than one item, they just put it in the cart like you saw through the screen share that I did. And it says on Mercari that they automatically adjust your shipping for you. So now if you want to sell more than one item on Mercari, you don't have to go through and combine all the, the listings and all that nonsense. You don't have to do that anymore. They bundle the listings for you now. I love that. So if you have considered selling on Mercari, you want to sell on multiple platforms, and you don't know if you want to do eBay and you do Poshmark, Mercari is a great thing to do. I personally love both. I love all three. Each one of them has its own little thing that it does for me. I had thought about getting rid of Mercari, but I do enough sales where for me, even $100, $200 a month on Mercari is nothing to laugh at, especially during slow season, right? So I literally just list mainly clothes. Honestly, y'all know I haven't sourced shoes in a while unless it comes in a box that I've gotten through other resellers. And I'll say that because the box that I got recently from a gal on Instagram, she sent me some really great shoes. That's the first shoes I've listed in months. Mostly it's just kids' clothes and just men's and women's clothes. And all of that does get listed on Mercari. Okay, so bundle listing on Mercari. Bundle selling on Mercari, guys. It is an option now, and that does excite me. I'm happy, really happy with that. Okay, next topic. Couple more things. August is such a great time. I know we've talked about kind of preparing for the fall season, but now it is really time to get serious about getting ready for fall season. Because fall season doesn't actually start until the third week of September, but we all know fall actually starts for people, a lot of people in August, because that's when school starts, right? Lots of people are already starting to prepare for school clothes shopping. I know in my lives, I've already got a lot of moms buying longer sleeves, jackets, sweatshirts, jeans. I've been selling jeans already. Lots of great Sherpa jackets, outdoor jackets. I even sold a kid's ski jumper for like skiing. I sold one of those along with the kids' athletic pull-up zip-up jacket the other day on Poshmark. I sold the bundle kids items, which I was thrilled about. So yeah, I'm already selling ski gear, which is amazing. So if you have not yet started listing your kids, if you do list kids clothes, if you're not already listing your kids school fall pieces, moms are also going to be looking for items for pictures. So if you have nice dresses, nice little slacks, nice little blouses or things like that, the fall season for people doing pictures for Christmas is coming up. So they're going to be looking for nice pieces for family pictures, nice pieces for school pictures, nice pieces for family get-togethers, nice pieces for dinner events, for work events, nice pieces for Christmas parties. So even like women's dresses, men's suit coats, if you sell suit coats. There's a lot of different things we don't normally sell during the spring and summer season. If you haven't sort of listed them, now is the time to definitely be on the ball. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you are able to pick things up at bins close to you and you don't sell kids' clothes, there are a lot of kids' clothes you could be picking up and selling for fall season for moms. There's a lot of great clothes you can buy at really, really great low prices at the bins and turn around and flip for $10, $15, even $7. And if you're cog on kids' clothes, because kids' clothes, even for little jackets for kids' clothes, you're paying maybe $1 for kids' clothes for even like little jackets. Now a little bit of a heavier coat, you might be on like maybe $1.20 or something, price per pound. But little t-shirts and jeans and things like that for kids are so low on the scale as far as weight. And you can turn around and flip those for even $8 or $10, or do bundles of like the same size jeans for kids. If you have like 2 or 3 pairs of jeans and you can list them for like £2, and you've got bundled jeans for kids' clothes, and you can sell that bundle for $15, and it maybe costs you $2 at the bins. There's a lot of great profit potential in kids' clothes if you have a bins close to you, and you can do that. So if you have never thought about doing that, maybe give that a try this fall and see if it works for you. It's even better in the spring when they're buying just short sleeve tops, because those little tops weigh next to nothing at the bins. So if you have never thought about selling kids' clothes and you've thought about maybe trying to diversify and not just do men's too, guys, don't fall back on men's pieces. If you have the opportunity to buy men's clothes at Goodwill bins, I definitely encourage you to pick up men's pieces, especially plus size. Men's plus size do well on platforms. Mediums and larges do well too. Not so much small. I wouldn't worry about small. But larges, extra larges and up, and some men's pieces, if they're good, solid pieces and mediums, they have like factors to them. Don't brush off those men's pieces. Don't just do women's. So if you're interested in expanding out to some men's pieces, do some research on men's pieces that do well in your area, and maybe try it out. Go out of your comfort zone and try some things this fall that maybe you'd never thought about trying before, that maybe you've seen other people on YouTube videos or in other lives, and it works well for them, and you're like, you know what, I don't know, maybe try this fall. Just go out of your comfort zone with a couple things and give it a try and see if it works. Okay? I challenge you to do that. I know I've been doing that too. I happen to fall into selling kids' clothes through Whatnot. I'm kind of glad I did. There are times when I kind of wish I didn't sell kids' clothes, because the profit on them isn't as much as women's and men's, but at the same time, it's still profit. And I've noticed that when I sell a lot of kids' clothes, that profit does add up believe it or not. So yes, and a lot of women are looking for good quality kids clothes at a low price, so they're not paying retail, because retail kids clothes, even at Target, Kohl's, Walmart, some of those clothes $15-$20 a piece when they can get them even through a live on your platform, so much cheaper, and they're still in good shape. You can definitely make some good money doing that. Anyway, I don't want to beat a horse. Okay, let's move on. Holiday, yeah, so August, holiday prep. Holiday prep, it's definitely time for holiday prep. So that leads me to my next question. What items do you sell most during the holiday season? Do you sell like holiday decor? Do you sell holiday, like we were talking about, like nice pieces for events and things like that? Do you sell new tags? One of the things I want to ask you, and this leads me to my next question, do you specifically source new tags items for holiday gifts or during the holiday season to sell new tags items in clothes, men's, women's, or kids? Or do you just focus on the pre-owned and it just sells well for you? I think I asked this a couple weeks ago. Do you focus on new tags items during the holiday season? It doesn't make a difference for you. I know one of the reasons I'm asking that is because I know new tags, even in bulk, unless you're doing pallets, can still cost a little bit more, especially with kids' clothes. New tags items in kids' clothes, the lowest cost I've seen is around $1.50, $2 per item, but you have to get quite a few of them. The highest I've seen is $3 to $4 for kids' clothes per piece for new tags. So even auctioning, you would have to auction those off, even auctioning, unless you're doing a pallet, and they're like $1 per piece in a pallet for kids' clothes. But buying a box, sometimes your COG is still $250 to $350, because it may only be like $250 a piece for kids' clothes in a pallet. But by the time you add shipping, which can be $400 or $500 for a pallet, you're still having to bump up those kids' clothes to like $350, $4 just to cover your COG, let alone making a profit on kids' clothes in a pallet. So I'm still trying to decide on that, but men's and women's pieces, it can definitely pay off. Because if you're only paying $3 or $4 for those pieces of new tags, men's and women's pieces, those you could definitely sell during a auction. Sell a new tags piece for $8 or $9, depending on the brand, or just on the platforms. So I'd love to know: do you source new tags, men's, women's, or kids, for the holidays, for people looking for gifts for their loved ones? Is what I was kind of getting at. For gifts. Not just for people to buy personally for themselves, but for gifts. Because people are definitely going to be looking on auctions and on our platforms for gifts for their loved ones. And you typically want to gift a new tags item, whether it's a hard good or clothing, when you're gifting somebody, right? So people are sourcing new tags items. Do you do that yourself for the holidays? Or do you just kind of take a dip in your sales, not having new tags and just selling pre-owned? I'd love to know in the comments below which route you go. I've done a lot of research on new tags kids. Again, I can find them, but the shipping's really high, or you have to buy a pallet for $2,000 or $3,000 to get a lot of items and then pay $500 in shipping. You may get 2 or 3 1,500 pieces, which your COG would only be around $1, maybe $1.50, and then it'd be worth it for lives, for new tags. But you have a lot of items you have to pay extra for shipping. I'm not sure if I'm ready to buy a pallet just yet, so I'm still trying to figure that out. I may just do the pre-owned kids. I do get some new tags in my boxes for my pre-owned stuff for kids. So those things will obviously be in the auctions. I do have some new tags items, but the majority of it is in good condition new tags items. So I may just do my new tags, my pre-owned kids auctions throughout the season. I'm still yet doing research on that. So I'd love to know in the chat how you guys do that and how you handle that. So my goals for this next week are to continue to do my 10 to 12 items, brand new items on eBay and onto my platforms a day. Let me see what else. Again, I'm doing a lot of research about the holiday items. I do have some stuff coming. I will be doing some unboxing. I'm kind of excited. I'm trying out a new company. And yes, I will do an unboxing for you so you can see what it is. Um, I have a new company unboxing coming out this Saturday on a video, so stay tuned for that. If you are not yet subscribed, guys, I've got some new things, new content coming up. So if you like my content, please, please, please make sure you're subscribed, because I will be doing some unboxings. I haven't been finding anything on Helpsy stores lately. There are brands that I'm interested in buying from them, but I don't like the cog right now. So I'm waiting for them to maybe go on sale. I've been keeping an eye out on the boutique by the box too, but I am again concerned about it being oversaturated. And their cog on their items still is just too high for my business model. So I haven't really bought anything from them recently. And again, I consider that thread-up box the mixed box, but still weighing that. I don't know. I just don't know. They have to really, I'm going to watch a few more videos before I make a decision on that. Because again, I don't want to have to be flushing out half the box again over to Goodwill. Even if what I sell makes my money back, I don't know. I have to figure that out. Because I know you can get a few pieces that make up the cost of the box. But I don't want to be just making up my money back for the cost of the box. I want to be doubling my money, right? So I'm still undecided, very undecided about that. The kids box on thread-up, I'm not really so concerned about paying the $10 for that box, because it pays for itself with what I get in the kids boxes. It definitely is worth it for me. So that's not a problem for me, paying the $10 for that box if I have to. Still not thrilled I have to, but it doesn't affect my cog. Okay, guys. Again, just a few topics. My goal this week again is just to keep going with what I'm doing. I would like to get to the point where maybe I'm putting 3 videos up on YouTube, but right now at least it's still going to stay at 2, at least for sure. Because outside of my unboxings and my weekly reseller chat, I have another idea that I've been doing. I just have not had time to figure out how to accommodate and accomplish what I want to do here on YouTube for you guys. And I'm waiting to announce what I want to do, because I want to figure out how I'm going to do it before I announce it. And then also other content about how to do platforms. I'm thinking about doing a video on how to look up items that are local to you through eBay. So I have that one I want to do. I also want to do a video on how I actually list my eBay items. And there's other content I want to be able to do. Maybe I'll show you how I actually do my listings on Mercari. Because I know a lot of people aren't sure about how Mercari works. Pretty sure y'all know how Poshmark works, because that's the main platform most people start off with. If you want me to do a listing or a video on how I actually do my listings on Poshmark, because it is not the same as how I do my listings previously. I do not start my listings out on Poshmark. So if you would like to know how I do my listings on Poshmark, I'm happy to show you how to do that. It would be a really quick video, because I just cross-post it. My listings all start out on eBay. They're not the traditional way that everybody does it. And I do that for a reason. I will be doing a video on how I do my listings on eBay and how I start them out. So that is coming. So I do have a lot of content outside of just unboxings and the weekly reseller chat. So I'm hoping to maybe bump back up to 3 videos a week, because I do have a lot of content I want to share with you outside of unboxings and reseller chat, and this other one I'm brainstorming and how I'm going to do it. So again, please do subscribe. If this video is a blessing to you, please do like it. I'm around 350 subscribers. I would really like to get up to 500 and 1,000 so I can get monetized here on YouTube. So please, if you've been watching my videos and they are a blessing to you, it is completely free to subscribe here. And please do give this video a thumbs up if you like the content. It is a blessing to me. I would like to get to the point where I am actually making a little bit of money, so that YouTube down the road for my husband and I is another egg in our basket for income outside of reselling. So that's why I'm trying to build up YouTube. Plus, I just really enjoy sharing my journey, all the different aspects of my reselling journey here with you. So if it is a blessing, please do feel free to be a blessing to my YouTube channel, and do subscribe. Give my videos a thumbs up if they're a blessing. Guys, I'm looking so forward to this next week. It's going to be a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful week. I just have not had time to figure out how to accommodate and accomplish what I want to do here on YouTube for you guys. And I'm waiting to announce what I want to do because I want to figure out how I'm going to do it before I announce it. And then also other content about how to do platforms. I'm thinking about doing a video on how to look up items that are local to you through eBay. So I have that one I want to do. I also want to do a video on how I actually list my eBay items. And there's other content I want to be able to do. Maybe I'll show you how I actually do my listings on Mercari. Because I know a lot of people aren't sure about how Mercari works. Pretty sure y'all know how Poshmark works. Because that's the main platform most people start off with. If you want me to do a listing or a video on how I actually do my listings on Poshmark, because it is not the same as how I do my listings previously. I do not start my listings out on Poshmark. So if you would like to know how I do my listings on Poshmark, I'm happy to show you how to do that. It would be a really quick video because I just cross-post it. My listings all start out on eBay. They're not the traditional way that everybody does it. And I do that for a reason. I will be doing a video on how I do my listings on eBay and how I start them out. So that is coming. So I do have a lot of content outside of just unboxings and the weekly reseller chat. So I'm hoping to maybe bump back up to 3 videos a week because I do have a lot of content I want to share with you outside of unboxings and reseller chat, and this other one I'm brainstorming how I'm going to do it. So again, please do subscribe. If this video is a blessing to you, please do like it. I'm around 350 subscribers. I would really like to get up to 500 and 1,000 so I can get monetized here on YouTube. So please, if you've been watching my videos and they are a blessing to you, it is completely free to subscribe here. And please do give this video a thumbs up if you like the content. It is a blessing to me. I would like to get to the point where I am actually making a little bit of money so that YouTube down the road for my husband and I is another egg in our basket for income outside of reselling. So that's why I'm trying to build up YouTube. Plus, I just really enjoy sharing my journey, all the different aspects of my reselling journey here with you. So if it is a blessing, please do feel free to be a blessing to my YouTube channel and do subscribe. Give my videos a thumbs up if they're a blessing. Guys, I'm looking so forward to this next week. It's going to be a great one. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful week.